Hey, good morning. This is Jared at 3C's Recreation, and today we're going to go over the features of the new 2024 Beta Cross Trainer. It's exciting. Last year in 2023, this cross trainer received a ton of updates, and we actually have, if you have followed our channel, we are building a 2023 to go to the hard enduros. So if you stay tuned on our channel, you'll see us building one of these bikes. Our build is kind of going to be mid-summer because the hard enduro that we're going to, the Tennessee Knockout, is not until August. So we have the 24-hour race coming up first that we're building a bike for, so we want to get that build done first, and then we're going to start working on the cross trainer stuff. So what's cool about the 2024 model compared to the 2023 is they are very, very similar. Just read through the press release from Beta, so there are a few changes that we will go over, not many. So what we do to our 2023 is going to apply very well to the 2024 model. So check out our channel. We did take a 2023 to Florida and we rode it. We love the bike, so check out that video down below if you scroll down. I love the cross trainers. They're a great bike, even for my frame. I'm 6'4" and I'm 200 pounds. I can ride the bike extremely well. I think it's an extremely fun bike. It fits a lot of purposes. So the cross trainer, if you have kids that you want to follow, it's a great bike for that. It's got the cooling fan kit already on the bike. You can ride slow speed, crawling around. If you want to do hard enduros, it's a great bike for that. So if you're an experienced rider, it's great for you doing that kind of riding. And then also for the customer that is just sick of being on a heavier four-stroke like a 250F or a 350 and they just want a lighter trail bike. They're getting older and they just want comfort and they want to have a great trail ride. That's the cross trainer all day long. We sold a couple last week. The 2023s are getting harder to get. I think we only have one more coming for the year. So for 2024, we can kind of go over some specifics. So the only real big difference, well, first is bold new graphics, and that's something that Suzuki talks about every year. But for this year, they have a new electronic key safety feature. So it's a new system on the bike. It looks like, and I'll put a picture in here now. It looks like it goes on the left handlebar. We don't. There's only one small picture for us to go by, so I apologize. We don't know a ton yet until we get one. It has, it looks like you can wear a wristband if you want, and it could come off, and it would shut the bike off. So, to me, this is just like maybe like my son's e-bike or something where if the tether comes off, it kills it. And when we race snowmobiles and any kind of racing like a jet ski, the tether always kills the machine. So they've got that option built into this. You don't have to wear that tether if you do not want to, but it does have the safety device. So maybe over in Europe or something, they were worried about these bikes having issues with theft, right? So I'll kind of read it. This says, new for 2024, this patented device provides a secure lockout key exclusive for the motorcycle. This is in conjunction with a steering lock, almost eliminates theft issues. So the steering lock that they're referring to is if you turn the handlebar all the way left, it's on all of these bikes, and I'll put a still shot. I'll go in the showroom and I'll grab one. You put the key in, you turn it, and that way you can't turn the handlebar back straight or to the right. It's stuck in the left position. So I guess if you were at a store and you're going inside, you could lock that. You could remove this or enable the safety system, and then your bike couldn't get stolen. So a lot of guys in the past with their two strokes, I've had customers where they just buy like a third party key switch. They're pretty cheap. So don't worry if you have an older bike, you can still make it anti theft with just a regular key switch. So if you have a 23, I'm not sure it's worth upgrading to a 2024 because the 23s were a great bike. All the cross trainers since the beginning in 2015 have been amazing bikes. So we can kind of go over some differences. So for this year, the bikes did go up $100 in MSRP. They are now $83.99 versus $82.99. That's just the nature of MSRP. We've been doing power sports for 30 years. Every year, you're going to see some sort of increase in price. So I think at $100, that's actually super fair, even though they added that extra feature. So I would not be disappointed as a consumer in the price difference. So that's great. There is always freight, $489 for destination. That's what we pay to get the bikes to the dealership, and that's all we add. We add sales tax, and that's it. We don't add any other prep or whatever. So we're very simple to work with as a family shop. So the cross trainer in general, I did kind of hint at it does come with the cooling fan. I think that's a great feature. We did a hair scramble on Sunday, and I raced a 430, and that video is on our channel as well. But I really think we have a cross trainer that we're keeping. I might take one of those to the next hair scramble and ride it because I think I can kind of show how capable the cross trainer is. You don't have to have it's just a good bike. So A couple other things that the cross trainers are known for is oil injection, which I think is a great feature. It keeps things simple. You put the gas in the gas tank, oil in the oil tank, and we've gone over some. I have a really cool video actually for 2023 Beta cross trainer setup tips. Maybe check that video out as well. It kind of goes over if you have a cross trainer, here's what I would do to the bike right out of the box. I think it's like 10 tips that I recommend doing. It's just a smart thing to kind of, when you buy a bike, it's an investment. It's important to take care of it. So we recommend that. They do have the 2-position map switch. They did not get rid of that, and that's been a feature for a couple years now. So you have the wet map and the dry map. It's a little switch down above the gas tank. You can toggle that back and forth. And so that gives you the ability to go, the wet map is for if it's like a muddy day or it retards the timing a little bit less wheel spin. So they got the map switch on there, and with all the Beta 2 strokes, they have electric start, which I think is an amazing feature. If you watch my 430 video, I got a really bad start at the race last weekend because the 4 strokes do not start that well. It takes a couple revolutions for them to start, where the 2 strokes, if you breathe on that starter button, the bike start immediately, which is awesome. Then we kind of go, they have the lithium batteries, which is something that we've been used to for a couple years now. The seat height is 20 millimeters less compared to the RR model. So I think it's like in the 35 range, 35.7 if I'm thinking correctly, is the seat height on the cross trainer. It is noticeably smaller. The bike itself is actually a 15% smaller bike compared to the RR range. So that's where the customers that are sick of the heavier, maybe 4 strokes or bigger RR lineup, they can come in and feel more comfortable on the cross trainer. And that brings the bike at only 218 pounds. And here I don't know if that can't include fuel. So that's 218 pounds. I'm going to say dry, maybe with not even oil in it. So that's super light for. I remember as a kid reading about like 125 2-strokes that were really similar to that back in the early 2000s. So it's pretty cool what they've done with the weight. And of course, the biggest thing that maybe isn't a bullet point, but to me is just the Beta 300 engine. That 300 is just a tractor. The bike works so good. You can be in the wrong gear, go up a hill climb, and especially with a cross trainer because they detune the pipe, so it's even more of a tractor. So that bike, if you're at a hill climb and you're like, oh, I'm in the wrong gear, but you've already committed to it and you can't stop at that point, just keep the power on and the bike's just going to crawl right up it. It just doesn't have wheel spin. It just goes up the hill. So that's why the cross trainer is a great hard enduro option. That's why we're building one for the Tennessee Knockout. So that's kind of in a nutshell 2024. Not really a lot to talk about. We do have a lot of videos on 2023 stuff. Actually, this is a shock that's going on our 2023 build. The bike right now just came in. I keep selling them, right? So I keep saying I'm going to keep a bike for that. I keep selling them. So we're finally got, I think it's like the last one we're going to get for the year. We're going to keep it. This shock is going on it. It was purposely built for one of my AA riders, Mark Fortner. He's been to the Tennessee Knockout 4 or 5 times, and he's made the main event. So we're not building this bike just to, oh, we're going to try it. No, we expect to go there and do really well. So this is the shock that's going on at Beta Synthesis. It's fully built for Mark. It's to his specs. So this is a standard RR shock that's been lowered to fit in the cross trainer frame. And we have a lot of cool sponsors coming on board for this event as well. So stay tuned. We're going to totally change the pipe. We're going to put a standard pipe on it. So if you guys want to know what to do to a cross trainer, stay tuned. I apologize. Those videos have been kind of slow, but we have that 24-hour race coming up first that I've been concentrating on. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing. We do a ton of beta content. We're just a family dealership, and we love being outdoors in the power sport world. So hope you found it helpful. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you soon.